use the adaptive wide angle filter. How to use the adaptive wide angle filter? By the way, you can use the adaptive wide angle filter to correct lens distortions due to using wide angle lenses, and you can quickly straighten lines that appear curved in panoramas or photos taken with fish eye and wide angle lenses. For example, buildings seem to be leaning inwards when captured or using a wide angle lens, and the filter detects the camera and the lens model and uses the lens characteristics and to straighten the images. And you can add multiple constraints to indicate straight lines in different parts of the picture. And using this information, the adaptive wide angle filters removes the distortions. And from an expert adaptive wide angle filters, by the way, you can also use this filter on images that don't contain camera and lens information, and the thought is some extra work. And if you want to edit the filter setting later, you can convert the layer to a smart object, by the way, and then select the layer and choose layers and then smart objects and convert it to smart object. And what about focal length? Focal length is meaning that you can specify the focal length of the lens. This value is automatically populated if the lens information is detected in the photograph. And what about crop factor? Crop factor is meaning that you can specify a value to determine how the final image is cropped. And you can use this value, by the way, is a combination with scale to compensate for any blank areas that are introduced while applying the filter. And you have steps here now. Step number 1. You have to choose filter, then select adaptive wide angle. Step number 2. Choose a correction type. We have many options here now. Fish eye. What about fish eye? It's meaning corrects extreme curvatures caused by a fish eye lens. Fish eye is meaning corrects extreme curvature caused by a fish eye lens. And what about perspective? Perspective is meaning that corrects converging lines caused by angle of view and camera tilt. And what about panorama? Panorama is meaning corrects a photo merge panorama. And what about full spherical? Full spherical is meaning that corrects 360-degree panoramas, and the panoramas must have a 2:1 aspect ratio. What about auto? Auto is meaning detects the appropriate correction automatically. Step number 3. Specify additional setting for filter, and if the image has lens data, these values, by the way, are automatically detected, and some options are not displayed, by the way. And what about scale? Scale is meaning that you can specify a value to scale the image and use this value to minimize the blank areas that are introduced after applying the filter. So what about focal length? Focal length is meaning that you can specify the focal length of the lens. This value, by the way, is automatically populated if the lens information is detected in the photograph. And what about focal length again? Focal length is meaning specify the focal length of the lens. This value, by the way, is automatically populated if the lens information is detected in the photograph. And what about crop factor? Crop factor is meaning that you can specify a value to determine how the final image is cropped. And you can use this value, by the way, in combination with the scale to compensate for any blank areas that are introduced while applying the filter. And what's the meaning of as shot? As shot is meaning that enable this option to use the values as defined in the lens profile. This option, by the way, is disabled if no lens information is found. Step number 4. Define the constraints to indicate straight lines in the picture. And you should do one of the following again. You have to choose the constraint tool and then drag a line across a key object to straighten. And after that, you have to choose the polygon constraint tool and draw a polygon along the object to straighten. And the filter, by the way, detects the curvature and draws a line that follows the contour of the object, like the next image and the next screenshot. And to constrain vertically or horizontally. You should to press shift while dragging the line. And to define the orientation for an existing line, you should to right click the constraint line in the image firstly, and then choose an orientation from the pop-up menu. And after that, after the right angle, correction is complete by the way, and this picture may have several blank areas, and you can crop a photo by the way to remove such areas, or even use fill and stroke selections and layers and passes to add content into that area. Thank you.